Hi, welcome to another episode of Supersonic Self-Love. One of the things that I get asked the most about is how to build self-esteem and self-confidence. Everyone wants to feel better about themselves, and we should. We deserve to. So today I'm going to explain to you the slight differences between self-esteem and self-confidence and the terminology, blast through any limiting beliefs you might have about self-esteem, and give you some tangible steps and ideas of ways that you can start increasing your self-esteem today. So I've also got a free e-course for you on increasing self-esteem, a download of a self-confidence cheat sheet, inspiring quotes about self-love, 2 blog posts, including a total of 75 ways to boost your self-esteem and confidence. And I've also made for you a custom meditation to boost your self-confidence, which will be in a separate video. So are you ready? Let's go. Actually, before we get going, I want to acknowledge that it has been a long time between episodes, and I didn't go anywhere. It's just been a difficult time over here, and I really just appreciate your patience and support. I promise that I have a lot more stuff coming your way, and I genuinely enjoy making these videos and hearing your feedback. So thank you for sticking with me. As always, let's start out with our affirmation for the week. This time I am drawing from the very appropriate Bad Bitch Affirmations deck by Gabriella Rosie. I actually pulled 2 cards. Honestly, anything that you pull from this deck will help you with your self-confidence, but the 2 that I pulled are, you are pure fucking magic. You exude magic. Like, let's take a second for that to sink in. Like, whatever magic means to you, it's different for all of us, but like, whatever that means to you, holy crap, that's amazing. And what else? I am my biggest masterpiece. Yes, you are. You are the most incredible thing you will ever work on. That's a fact. You are a beautiful work of art, inside, outside, everywhere. And P.S., if you are not listening to Gabby's podcast called Creating Happy, check it out because I am loving it. All right, so let's get into first the slight differences in the terminology and jargon that we're going to be using today. And just in general, in terms of self-love. So self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, they all kind of tend to get thrown around and jumbled together all the time, but they actually do have different meanings, as all words do. I understand for your and our purposes that it may be easiest to use them interchangeably, and that's up to you and us. But just for your edification, I wanted to clarify that self-esteem is developed from extrinsic experiences that you've had that form how you feel about yourself today. And this is directly related to things about like things that people have said about you or how you think people perceive you. So this is like relating back to stuff that happened in your past all the way to childhood, bullies in middle school, your parents, anyone, things that you think people think about you, things that you think you're supposed to be, things in the media, advertisements, all of that. That's self-esteem, extrinsic stuff that's happening outside of you, external. Self-confidence is the faith that we have in ourselves regarding our skills, our ability, and our aptitude regarding various subjects. So like, this is just more intrinsic, coming from inside, and it allows you to anticipate compromising situations, say yes to new experiences, and take on new challenges. Self-esteem is the feelings of confidence we have in our own abilities and worth, and they're likely to come from external forces than within. For example, your self-esteem can easily be more damaged by another person's negative comment about you. Many people grew up with constant criticism, bullying, judgment, and trauma that has programmed them to have low levels of self-esteem. Low self-esteem holds you back in so many areas of life. You are less likely to find a partner, get a promotion, and generally be happy. And if you don't feel like your self-esteem is high, like through the roof high, then you need to spend some time working on it. And you deserve to think highly of yourself. You deserve to have that self-esteem reserve built up. So like the tallest bunker ever, so that no one's mean judgment about you will ever make it over to affect you. So if someone has low self-esteem, it's likely, like I said, to affect you in a ton of other areas in your life. I'm going to list a bunch of ways that it can manifest in someone's life. Now, some of these might hit home for you, and I want to warn you that this might cause a little bit of stress or anxiety. Take a breath, pause the video if you need to. Remember that this is not a judgment, only an acknowledgement and a call to action that we can work together on this. There are solutions awaiting. Low self-esteem can look like a pessimistic attitude or a negative outlook, being obsessed or focused on your weaknesses or flaws, and that can be mental, physical, emotional, or all of the above, doubting your choices, feeling just like you're not enough, wondering why people want to hang out with you or why they're still hanging out with you, having large amounts of feelings of shame and guilt and stress and anxiety, the inability to accept positive feedback or compliments, and on the reverse side, feeling very, very sensitive to criticism because it feels like an attack, and we can't use it constructively. So it's just like, can't accept praise, can't accept criticism. Ugh, can't be talked to. So another way this can manifest is being socially withdrawn, feeling like you're not adding anything to the situation and you shouldn't be out there. Not expressing or vocalizing your needs and desires, feeling like you're not relevant, letting people walk all over you. This might even be allowing abuse or staying in an unhappy relationship, whether that be platonic or romantic, because you are afraid that no one else will like or love you. Not sitting up straight or having good posture. A really shaking fear of failure. Not being able to leave the house without doing intense, like specific beauty regimen. You know, like I can't leave the house in an emergency because I didn't do my eyeliner and curl my hair. Like, you know, sometimes you have to leave the house, but you know, that's a thing. And also just giving up easily because you honestly kind of feel like nothing matters. Okay, quite a list, huh? Like, it's pretty intense, I know. It's kind of a downer, I know. But don't worry. Again, if you have identified with anything on this list, it's okay. I have ideas, inspiration, and solutions awaiting for you. And believe me, also, you are not alone. So, if that's what low self-esteem looks like, what do we want it to look like in a high self-actualized state? The opposite, right? So the ability to create boundaries and say no without feeling guilty, being not worried about what other people are thinking or saying about you, not being scared of getting feedback or criticism, because if it serves you, It will only make you stronger. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you just let it go. Feeling like just because you had one negative moment or experience, that it doesn't speak for who you are as a person or that everything is now ruined. Not shying away from conflict, if necessary, because you stand up for what you believe in. Accepting yourself and your physical body as it is in this moment. Being able to be happy for other people's good fortune without overwhelming jealousy. Now, jealousy can be a call to action to like think of things that you want to do, but sometimes when we're in a really bad, low self-esteem state, like we can't even like be happy for our friends because we're just like, only good things happen to other people, never to me. That's what I'm talking about. Feeling satisfied in your relationships. And then also knowing when it's time to leave. Celebrating your successes and honoring your strengths. Expressing what you want and not being afraid to chime in conversations. Accepting praise and compliments with a smile and actual belief that they are true. Not letting perfectionism hold you back from starting or finishing. And starting things and going after your dreams because you believe in your ability to make them happen and that you deserve for them to come true. That all sounds really wonderful, right? Like, it is, straight up, it is. But let me lay this out for you too. The list of things that I just said for you, the good stuff, the self-actualized high levels of self-esteem stuff, none of that is 100% possible all of the time. We can't have all of that going on 100% all the time. Even people that work on their self-esteem and confidence every damn day for decades still have setbacks. It is absolutely okay to fall down. The whole point of self-confidence is that you just pick yourself back up because it's not the end. It's an experience. I also want to take a second to address something. Sometimes people are wary of self-confidence and boosting it because they feel like they need to walk this fine line between self-love and narcissism. Let me tell you something. Most people are not narcissists. As an empath, I have attracted my share of actual narcissists and sociopaths. And that's a whole other podcast episode or a book that I should write in and of itself. But my point is that these kinds of people have very specific characteristics and traits that are neurodiverse. And by that, I mean they are diagnosable by the DSM the same way that my OCD is diagnosable. Now, being narcissistic doesn't necessarily mean that you have narcissistic personality disorder, but I think you get my point, which is to take it further that most people are operating from getting themselves out of the gutter with their self-esteem levels. We are struggling from all of these things that we have been told, heard, or thought that we should be and had internalized. And you loving yourself and working on your confidence does not make you a narcissist. It does not. It makes you someone who is able to better take care of themselves and in turn take care of the world. Like, it makes giving your gifts to the world easier because you are operating at a higher level, a self-actualized level. If we have no self-esteem, we aren't even going to try to share our art, our skills, our gifts with the world because we will not perceive them to be valuable. So when you build your confidence, it is not just benefiting you. It is benefiting everyone that you come in contact with that extenuates to your gifts and your energy because it means that you are ready to radiate brighter and more brilliantly. In short, just don't worry about being a narcissist. If you literally cannot have a conversation without focusing and redirecting the conversation back to yourself, and you can't experience empathy when someone shares a strong emotion with you, talk to a therapist. Yeah. But otherwise, please work on boosting your self-esteem. Moving on. So I mentioned that I have 2 blog posts that have a total of 75 ways to boost your self-esteem and confidence. They're divided up into 2 blog posts, which I will link below. I'm going to share some of these ideas with you now to get you started, but part of your homework will be to go through these lists and check them out in full for inspiration so that you can implement at least one of these strategies into your life this week, and hopefully more throughout your life. So here are 15 ways that you can boost your self-esteem and confidence right now. Going on dates by yourself, sitting up straight and having good posture, keeping a list of compliments and praise that you've been given, like a literal list on a note on your phone, a document on your computer, a notebook in your journal, whatever, like anything someone good says to you, a text, a review online, a Facebook comment, like write it down and come back to it when you're feeling bad. Spending time naked, especially with parts of your body that you're not super comfortable with, it works, I promise. We'll get into that more with body positivity. Speaking assertively to your inner critic and kindly to yourself. That's a whole other episode coming. Share your successes with your friends or online. Trust your gut instinct and just go with your intuition. Like, don't ask a million people for advice. You know what's up. You know what to do already. Use positive affirmations. Write them down. Stick them all over your house and your life. Fill your world up with positive words. Make your body physically feel good. Like, eat healthy, move your body with whatever kind of exercise or movement that feels good to you. Wear clothes that make you feel sexy, like all of those things. Reward yourself when you do a good job or accomplish a goal, whatever that means to you. Delete people on social media who you are likely to compare yourself to. Ask your friends what they like about you. Straight up ask them, like, hey, what do you like about me? I got a homework assignment and I'm doing it and I need to know, what do you like about me? Can you tell me? I'm sure they'll be happy to answer you and it'll make you feel really good. And then you can do it in return for them too. Make a list of your strengths yourself as a journal entry. List it out. Do at least 10. You have 10 strengths. I know you do. You have more. Number 14 is to clean and decorate your living space. Fill it up with things that make you happy and that you love and that you're proud to be inside of and a part of. And the last one is to set goals consistently that you set out to achieve and dream big. I know these seem general and there's a lot more things coming, but I can't list out 75 things for you right now. But this is just for you to get started. Remember that ultimately we want confidence to come from within. And that way no one can take it away from you. And we can build, and still get knocked down. And that does not mean you have failed. It means you are human and learning and growing. Okay. Your homework this week is to read through the blog posts of 50 ways to boost your self-esteem and 25 ways to boost your confidence, and find at least one way that you can start implementing that confidence into your life this week, starting now. Sign up for the free e-course on self-esteem. It is totally free. And a lesson will come into your email inbox once a day for a whole week. If you're anxious to get all the content at once, you can get it for $3 in my Teachable Classroom. The link for that is on customary.org. Email me if you have any problems with that. Number 3 is to check out the additional freebie downloads, which is the confidence cheat sheet and the 40 quotes about self-love. These are just extra downloads for additional inspiration that you can use in your life, in your journaling, in your introspective work. And the last one is to do the self-esteem meditation that I have made for you. This is a separate YouTube video that will be linked on the main page and my YouTube. And do that in the morning, maybe. That might be a good morning meditation for you to do. But really, any time of day is good. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, that is it. I hope that you feel like you're getting more of a grasp on self-esteem and confidence. This is what I do here. This is what this is all about, really. So we were kind of building to this. This is the next obvious step in Supersonic Self-Love. So if you have any questions on this topic, please let me know. And remember that this is the kind of work that we are doing over in the Uncustomary Babes membership group. There are so many resources already available and waiting for you. And the October $3 promotion is still going on. You can get in there for $3 until the end of October, and then you can decide if you want to be a recurring member on November 1st. There's just a ton of stuff. It's available on Facebook and Teachable. It's amazing. There's so much stuff on this topic and a support network that's waiting for you to build you up. So check that out at uncustomary.org/membership. I can't wait to send you happy Halloween mail and your membership card. And yeah, let me know how it goes with this week with your homework assignments. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Supersonic Self-Love. I will see you next time.